All right, school is back in session. Welcome back to Power Director Made Simple. The details of the use of transitions were explained in the last video. But now let's take a quick look at the specific use of one type, a text transition. As we know, the use of a transition is to get the audience's attention drawn from point A to point B, or more exactly from clip A to clip B. The very first use of text transitions were extensively used in the era of the silent movie. Because there was no sound, the only means of communicating with the audience was through the use of a text transition. Let's look at some of the examples of text transitions that I have arranged on my own timeline. Number 1. In this first example, the text appears as if the main actor were speaking. Here he is commenting about the dog. In example 2, the text transition was added to clarify the name of the person about to appear. In example 3, the audience is told what is about to happen. By the way, I had to look up the meaning of gink, which is a somewhat old-fashioned term for a stranger or odd person, and calcomine, which was an old-fashioned whitewash solution. And the last example from the silent era shows a comment about the movie or giving the moral of the story to the audience. Example 5 is a more modern version of a text transition from a film in color with an audio track, albeit just music. The voices are provided through the use of the text transition. In this case, give me the deed to your ranch or I'll blank 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 blank. Using this transition, the viewing audience knows exactly why Snively Whiplash tied the young lady to the tracks, which apparently was to get the deed to her ranch. Example 6 is a more modern-day video. The first clip shows action during a baseball game. It then jumps to the second clip, which shows the audience singing during the 7th inning stretch. In between is the text transition, which consists of a still image of a large blank scoreboard sign with the text of 7th inning stretch overlaid on the still image. In this manner, the viewing audience knows exactly why the fans at the game are standing and singing. And number 7. This is a simple text transition between a photo of a young man and the same man when older. The text transition tells us exactly how much the man has aged. Number 8 uses the same two photos with a title that uses a transparent background on the images as a fade effect moves from one clip to the next. The duration of the fade was increased from the default 2 seconds to 4 seconds. Number 9 shows something very similar to the previous one. The first image is a very handsome young man, if I do say so myself. The second image is of an older man. These clips are both set to display for 10 seconds, with the default 3-second overlap fade effect. As you play the clips, they are not particularly interesting in how they are displayed. So let's make some changes. Let's change the duration of the fade effect to the full 10 seconds of each clip. Let's also increase the duration time of the text overlay to 10 seconds to match the clips. And we'll reposition the text so that it's all centered on the clips. And we're going to play it again. The result is a full morphing from young to old with the same text at the bottom. Now let me rearrange these and I'll show you something unique. In number 10, this is just to show how there's always more than one way to accomplish the same result. This last example shows the same morphing effect without the use of a fade transition. Notice the diagonal lines in each clip. Those represent the opacity levels, which are normally at 100%. The clip in track 1 is starting out at 100% and decreases down to 0%. The clip in track 2 starts out at 0%, which explains why it is not visible at first, and then increases to 100%. When these clips are played, the result is the same appearance as in the previous example, but without a fade transition. I threw this last one in just to help you get creative in your productions. Try different things and experiment. You might end up with something very unique and very enjoyable to watch. Now, get out there and make some videos. The whole world is waiting. School is now dismissed. Your homework assignment is to go out and make some text transitions like you just watched. If you liked this video, click on the like button. If you have not already subscribed, please click on the subscribe button.